Surgeon Shipyard, tower control. So this will be our first time seeing hardcore noobs on stream, so I'm very excited to see what they have in store as far as compositions. And on the side of Labyrinth X, we saw them last set against the Villain Academy, taking a 3-0 win over an impressive team in the Villain Academy. So a very impressive win for Labyrinth X to take that set of 3-0 over the Villain Academy. And for hardcore noobs, they took their set 3-0 over Clownfish. Alright, we are currently waiting for the rest of them to ready up, and we are heading into game 1 of round 2 of Top Cut. We have Hardcore Noobs versus Labyrinth X, and right off the bat, we're going to see some very interesting composition on the side of Hardcore Noobs. We're going to see a Tri-Slosher Nouveau, a CDS, a Splattershot Junior, and a K-Pro. So quite a bit of range, as we're going to see that armor come in early on. And on the side of Labyrinth X, we're going to see more of the same, the K-Pro K-Shot combo, the 96, and the Charger. And early on, one member on each side, two members on Hardcore Noobs are now down. And now Hardcore Noobs are going to be put on the back foot here as the K-Shot coming in from this right hand side, trying to look for a pick, but is going to be forced to back up as Mar opting to use that Stingray to help assist his team with this push, as it is going to find one. And that exchange, as the CDS gonna roll towards the K-Shot and pay for it, as the K-Shot punishes that pretty nicely. And now Labyrinth X are gonna continue this push as they look to extend where they started. Now push to 25 and a full wipe on the side of Labyrinth X. If Hardcore Noobs are looking to do the exact same to Labyrinth X, as they look to push up pretty quickly here. Tri-Slosher pushing up immediately into the court of Labyrinth X, but is going to be met by a couple of members from Labyrinth X. Is going to be forced to back up here. Is going to spot the 96 on the snipe. Is going to get one very important pick, as that 96 was close to that armor, but the Stingray coming in, going to clean the Tri-Slosher up there. But Hardcore Noobs still keeping this push going, as Labyrinth X try to defend. Missiles coming in, K-Pro raining shots down on them, and now the K-Pro gonna try to find the pick onto the other K-Pro, but that will be the end of Hardcore Noobs push, as Labyrinth X tend to look to take this the other way, but the CDS getting the pick onto the 96, and as that will be a 2-down situation in favor of Hardcore Noobs. Now the 96 gonna find an important pick there as he takes out the CDS, and now the Tri-Slosher is gonna be down, so it's gonna be only two members up, Junior and K-Pro, on the side of Hardcore Noobs, as Labyrinth X are looking to take this completely the other way yet again. But a push to 47, not a bad push if I am Hardcore Noobs, cutting the deficit down quite a bit. But unfortunately the K-Pro gonna fall off, and the Charger gonna spot Gonna spot Butter there, sneaking up from under the bridge. Gonna find another one. Gonna find 3 there. That is gonna be a triple there from Mar on that unscoped charger. Gonna try to find the quad here possibly, but teammate's gonna help clean that up there. And now Mar gonna get rushed down using the Stingray, but Hardcore Noobs Labyrinth X, excuse me, pushing the tower even further to the 22 point marker. As the K-Shot, I believe, got 1 in that exchange, but it is going to go down to the Rain. Now the K-Pro going to go down. Beautiful crossfire coming in from Hardcore Noobs as they look to build off this momentum here. And now the Charger coming in with yet another pick, and that's going to be 2 down yet again on the side of Hardcore Noobs. 3 down yet again. And now Labyrinth X looking to continue where they left off. And now Ink Armor and Tinted Missiles coming in as a K-Shot trying to find a pick, but unfortunately is going to go down. 96 currently on the tower, trying to clear that final checkpoint, but isn't able to as they do go down. And wow, okay, K-Pro gonna go down there. Unfortunate. Junior gonna look to build armor on this tower as they do have Rain and Booyah Bomb at the ready for this final push in these last final seconds, which could be the final push. Excuse me. Booyah Bomb gonna be used, I believe, on this top right hand side to clear that out. Stinger gonna be used. I believe armor was already used, so Junior gonna be forced off the tower. There is gonna be met by the K-Pro, and that is gonna be a full wipe. And now game 2 gonna go to game 1, excuse me, gonna go to the Labyrinth X. So Labyrinth X looking to continue where they left off from last set, taking the first game of this set between these two teams. You see 8 armors from the Junior, but Mara coming in with a 13 KA, 8 missiles from that K-Shot. So you know that comboed very well with the Stingray. But as we go into game number 2, we're going to be heading to Splat Zones, I believe, which will be Skipper Pavilion. We saw this, I believe, in our first round between Clownfish and No Diving. So it'll be very interesting to see how these teams opt to play this map mode combination. As this will be the first time we're seeing both of these teams play. So we're just currently waiting for 2 more players to ready up as we are heading into game 2, Splat Zones on Skipper Pavilion. Labyrinth X currently 1-0 up in this best of 5. Mar had an electrifying game. Let's see if they can continue and carry this on into game number 2, or will Hardcore Noobs have an answer for the dynamic charger on the side of Labyrinth X. So we're heading into game 2 now. Splat Zone, Skipper Pavilion. And now we're going to see a Blobber from the side of Hardcore Noobs. A very interesting choice. And we're going to see a Junior once again. The Saucer and the CDS, excuse me. And on the side of Labyrinth X, we're going to see that V Pro and the 96, which both go down in the early going, but it's going to be Labyrinth X capping the zone early on. I believe I don't know what's currently going on. I do not know what is currently going on. I believe maybe a player is AFK or something. But yeah, comps. Continue to talk about the comps, but we're gonna see the Blobber, a triple rain comp coming out from the side of Hardcore Noobs with the Blobber, Tri-Slasher Nouveau, and the CDS. And on the side of Labyrinth X, we're gonna see the Heavy Remix, the Pro and 96 combination yet again, I believe, and we're gonna see an NZAP for the armor. So a splashdown 96 instead of the armor one. So that will be a very interesting pick to see as we figure out what is going on currently. Alright, I believe there was some miscommunication between the two teams. We will be seeing a replay since it is top cut, and would hate to see the set in possibly off of that. So we will be seeing a replay between the two teams. So we should be seeing the same weapon from each team, except for, I believe, the sub that was coming in for the Villain Academy. So yeah, we will see that triple rain once again, and we will see a Imperry this time instead of a Pro. So there will be two currently at top mid, two going bottom for Hardcore Noobs, now three going bottom for Hardcore Noobs, and the zone will be in favor of Labyrinth X, as one will go down on each side early on the early going, and the rain going to be thrown out from this blobber, looking to add some pressure with those blobs. Going to pick off one in the NZAP, canceling any chance of them having that armor as they were at 97, and now the Inkjet coming in from the Imperry, going to find one. And that one was the blobber. Now the Imperry trying to find a pick onto the CDS. Got a couple hits, wasn't able to finish the kill there. But now currently Labyrinth X on the back foot at the moment, as it is Hardcore Noobs who are in control at the moment armor at the ready for Labyrinth X, and along with that inkjet comboing pretty well. And now two gonna go down. Two picks coming out from Labyrinth X on two hardcore noobs, and that's gonna be a 3-down situation for on the side of hardcore noobs, as Labyrinth X looking to set up here and possibly take the lead here. But the 96 gonna use splashdown here to stay alive, is gonna set up that wall there, but unfortunately is going to go down to the blobs. They're bouncing off the wall. And now 2 down currently on the side of Labyrinth X, as another one goes down for Labyrinth X, as this blobber is putting in some work. Currently applying some pressure onto this left hand side. And now the lead will be going back to hardcore noobs, as the blob gonna unfortunately fall into the water, but zone is gonna be back into the favor of Labyrinth X, as they are gonna use the pop armor, but the hardcore noobs capping it right away, able to neutralize. Still holding onto the zone is hardcore noobs, as the CDS trying to find its way out, does have that armor at the ready, is gonna opt to challenge the heavy, who is gonna opt the booyah zone here, is gonna find the pick onto the CDS in the end, but unfortunately heavy gonna go down there. Butter finding the pick, key pick there, able to put his team into an advantage, and that is going to be 3 down on the side of Labyrinth X, as the members will be coming back from spawn. Rain going to be used onto that left hand side to force the members of Labyrinth X back. Now a flank coming from Butter, says he spot the inkjet landing, is going to see the NZAP, or the NZAP is going to see him. Now Liz going to find that pick there, able to clean up the tri-slosher, but a push all the way to 24 for hardcore noobs, as that was a great hold for them. And now Labyrinth X looking to do quite the same, as they look to set up here. Booyah bombs being thrown at the top, as the members of hardcore noobs are flooding in from the top. Blobber watching the bottom, as they currently eat away at the penalty. And now Labyrinth X looking to possibly take the lead here, but the hardcore noobs coming in with the rain and with a couple of picks. Butter getting 2 there, and that is a 3-down situation on the side of Labyrinth X, as they are looking to set up a lockout here, as Butter is going to try to watch the top mid, but it looks like all the members of Labyrinth X will be coming down from the bottom. Armor coming in, inkjet and splashdown going to back up the members of hardcore noobs, but not going to find any picks just yet. 96 currently in a 60 situation, as Labyrinth X need to neutralize the zone and cap if they want to keep this game going, but hardcore noobs able to hold on through all of that. Booyah bombs, inkjets, splashdowns, but hardcore noobs are able to take game number 2, making this set 1-1. So it's all even here, and we will be heading into game number 3. Rainmaker, Black Billy Skate Park, as I believe we are having a sub here for the side of Labyrinth X. We saw Rainmaker Black Billy Skate Park between Bread Gang and AI. And so it'll be very interesting to see what comps these two teams opt for. As we opt for this game number 3. A couple of subs coming in here from Labyrinth X, as they are switching out a couple of players. But Rainmaker Black Belly Skate Park, I expect to see a Stingray from Labyrinth X, but from the side of Hardcore Noobs, it would be very interesting to see if they opt for a Stingray, as we have not seen many Jet Sculptures throughout this tournament so far. So it's currently 1-1 here between these two teams. Currently waiting for one more member, and we are getting ready here. Game number 3, currently 1-1 between these two teams. We're heading into game number 3. Rainmaker Black Billy Skate Park. Let's see who will take this game and make it 2-1 in their favor. And right off the bat, we're going to see the Blobber once again coming out from Hardcore Noobs. A Sploosh Omatic 7, a Tri-Slusher Nouveau, and a CDS. And right off the bat, Sploosh is going to go down there. So no backline comp once again coming out from Hardcore Noobs. But on the side of and Labyrinth X looking to take it left pretty early on here, as they do have the momentum, as they don't have to worry about any Stingray coming out from the side of Hardcore Noobs, as they're opting for that triple rain once again. But it looks like Labyrinth X gonna be forced back in the mid, gonna be forced to go back in the mid with the Rainmaker stamp at the ready. For the Sploosh, Sploosh gonna opt to drop here. Isn't gonna opt to use it. Is gonna pick off the Rainmaker in that exchange still. But in the end, the Sploosh is gonna go down. Inkjet coming in, gonna assist with that Stingray to get the kill on the Rainmaker. Currently, not a big push for Labyrinth X, but Hardcore Noobs trying to sneak and grab that Rainmaker, but T-Tech was well aware and was watching that well enough to stop any sneaky antics from Hardcore Noobs. So still pretty neutral early on, as Hardcore Noobs have two specials at the ready, Stamp and Rain, as the Tri-Slusher does go down, but they do have Pop in their favor. Hardcore Noobs do have complete map control, as the Charger gonna be forced to drop here, is gonna be forced to run away, is gonna run away into the Rainmaker and another member of Hardcore Noobs. But Hardcore Noobs, Sploosh gonna find yet another pick there onto the end zap, and it looks like they might be taking down this left hand side, as the Charger does not have that Stingray at the ready right now, as the Charger is going to opt to stand their ground, is going to go down, is going to pay for it. And now Hardcore Noobs going to push it all the way to 38, as the end zap was there to stop that, but the Blob coming in, putting some more pressure, popping that Rainmaker right away, and Hardcore Noobs are going to look to continue this push, as the Inkjet coming in from Liz, trying to find the pick on the Blob, is going to find the pick onto the Blob, can find another pick. They do find another pick, and that's going to be 2. And that's going to be a double kill there for Liz. And that is going to be a triple kill there for Liz. Liz is on fire right now, looking to build off this momentum with their team. Labyrinth X are going to look to take it to this left-hand side, as they do spot the Tri-Slasher trying to come in for the flank, but the Rain gonna force the Rainmaker forward into that splat bomb, and that is gonna be currently 2 down on the side of Labyrinth X, as momentum is currently in favor of Hardcore Noobs right now. So Booyah Bomb gonna come in, gonna force the members of Hardcore Noobs back, gonna force the Sploosh forward. Swoosh gonna have that stamp at the ready, but is going to go down to the splat bomb as Labyrinth X look like they could grab it here, but they are gonna opt to reset it and pop the Rainmaker back in mid. But the blob being a nuisance there, holding the Rainmaker and popping it for their team, as mid is somewhat completely blue for Hardcore Noobs right now. But the Tri-Sloshers are going to go down there as the Pro finds a nice pick there. Booyah Bomb at the ready, Inkjet at the ready, and Stingray. Stingray currently being used. Booyah Bomb currently being used on this right-hand side. Pro going to opt to pick it up there. Is going to find the pick onto the Blobber. Possibly. No, but the Blobber somehow survives that in that situation. Is going to find 2 picks there. And with 40 seconds left, Hardcore Noobs are looking in a great position to possibly win this game and also increase this lead, but they are going to be forced to the left-hand side possibly as they try to force it to the right, but they are going to be stuck there. Rainmaker is going to go down as Liz finds a pick. Liz finds yet another pick there, and that's going to be 3 down on the side of Hardcore Noobs, but Butter coming in and denying the T-Tech of their triple. Butter trying to look to continue the push, but unfortunately is going to go down there. That situation. So 7 seconds left. They need Labyrinth X possibly need to grab the Rainmaker here if they want to possibly win this game, and it will be Liz who is going to pick up the Rainmaker as they do want to have that Stingray for this upcoming push that they. But the stamp coming in from behind, I don't think Liz sees it, but the trade coming in as the Pro was able to trade with the sploosh there. But Rain gonna come out from Hardcore Noobs along with Stingray coming out from Labyrinth X, but Labyrinth X gonna run into the Tri-Slosher of Hardcore Noobs, and that is going to be game number 3 going to Hardcore Noobs. So currently 2-1 into this set. We're going to be heading on into the next game here. Some subs are going to be coming in for Labyrinth X. And it will be Tower Control and on no, sorry, excuse me. It will be Clan Blitz Piranha Pit. So we saw Piranha Pit splat zones earlier in the Swiss stage. So this will be the first time we are seeing Clan Blitz Piranha Pit here in Top Cut. As Hardcore Noobs looking to take this game 4 and close it out here, waiting for the winner of the other set between ITAP and Tooniverse, I believe a rematch from the Swiss stage in round 2. It is currently, I believe, 2-1 in favor of ITAP, or no, ITAP has won. It is 3-1. So ITAP waiting on the winner of this set in grand finals. Tooniverse waiting for whoever is on the losing end of this set in for the bronze third place match. Alright, looks like both teams are ready. This is going to be the last best of 5 of Top Cut, as grand finals will be or finals will be a best of 7 counterpicks. So just currently waiting one player of Labyrinth X shoe ready up. As we are heading into game number 4. Clan Blitz Piranha Pit. Alright, on the side of Hardcore Noobs, we're going to see double rain once again from the Tri-Slosher and CDS, but we're going to see a squeezer this time. So bubbles instead of triple rain, or and we're going to see the junior once again. But on the side of Labyrinth X, we're going to see double shot once again, as we saw against the Villain Academy, the end zap. But as I said, that the one shot is going to go down early on. One member down on each side, 2 members down on the side of Labyrinth X now. As so far, Hardcore Noobs coming in, piling in the pressure, trying to find 2 as the CDS, but the CDS is going to get denied by the end zap there, as they were able to stay alive in that situation. But currently right now, Hardcore Noobs don't have enough. I believe they have 12 clams for a push, but I don't think they do not have a power clam just yet. But the members are going to go down one by one, and that is going to be great defense from Labyrinth X, as they were able to hold on there. So currently Booyah Bomb at the ready for Labyrinth X, along with those armor and missiles were currently used, but the Tri-Slosher are going to drop onto the remix, punishing that and getting rid of that. Booyah is going to find another pick onto the K-Shot, and that's going to be 2 down on the side of Labyrinth X, 3 down, a delayed 3 down on the side of Labyrinth X, as Hardcore Noobs are going to be looking to possibly build a clam here, as you see them tossing around clams currently, as they look to build that rain from the Tri-Slosher. Bubbles coming in from the squeezer, as a rain from the CDS and the Tri-Slosher going to be used. Going to keep those bubbles alive. Is going to pick off 1 with those bubbles, I believe. And that's going to be the first push coming in for Hardcore Noobs, as they are piling in the clams right now, as they currently still have 8 to throw in. They are going to throw in some more, pushing it all the way to 33. But that is going to be 2 members down on the side of Hardcore, as I believe they are going to opt to jump out in that situation. But missiles going to be used by the K-Shot to pressure the members of Hardcore Noobs as they try to make their way back in. But the try going to drop once again, finding 2 before going down. And then a K-Shot looking to apply some pressure onto the squeezer, there. Squeezer going to get away. And now Inkjet going to be currently used by Liz, trying to find a couple picks, as the armor going to be forced out of Hardcore Noobs. But 2 specials at the ready for Hardcore Noobs. They have rain and bubbles. They did just use that, I believe they just used that rain, but the bubbles coming in as the squeezer picked up the pick onto the T-Tech there. Currently, missiles going to be used here from this right-hand side by the K-Shot, as try to apply some more pressure, as they do have a ball, as they do have a power clam at the ready. Squeezer still have those bubbles at the ready for possibly a future push there, but the Tri-Slosher sneaking up out of ink, gonna go down, as a teammate of the K-Shot was able to help clean up the try there. But missiles coming in along with Booyah. 1 power clam is going to sneak in. That is going to be the first score for Labyrinth X, but not able to get the power clam in. But beautiful defense from Hardcore Noobs, stopping that push at 80, able to stay alive in that situation, as Labyrinth X had an oncoming assault of specials in that moment there. But Rain coming out, Armor coming out immediately, and a counter push is currently immediately at the ready for Hardcore Noobs, that they are currently pushing in here, the Heavy being the only one, but the Heavy gonna deny 2 footballs there with the help of the N-Zap, denying 3 footballs there. Labyrinth X able to defend that beautifully there. But currently with less than a minute left, unfortunately the N-Zap is going to go down with the Armor there, but Armor, well, not Armor, excuse me, Booyah and Inkjet at the ready currently for Labyrinth X still, as they are going to opt to use the Booyah and the missiles as well. K-Shot trying to find a pick onto the Squeezer there, as they are going to force them to back up. Squeezer forced to use bubbles here, trying to stall Labyrinth X a little bit here, as they do go 2 members down on each side, so a 2v2 situation. But the 2 members of Labyrinth X do have the specials at the ready, as they do opt to use the Inkjet, and they currently have the Ink Armor as well, not opting to use it just yet. But Labyrinth X need a big push here and a couple more clams in order to take the lead back. But on the left hand side, I believe the try picked off one, but the try gonna go down to the N-Zap. Karen saving the day, allowing the Heavy to still be alive. But the Heavy gonna try to force their way in there, not able to get the close enough, and Hardcore Noobs gonna take out Labyrinth X in the semifinals of Little Squid League 6, and they are heading on to grand finals to take on ITAB, I believe, for the first time today.